So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught by Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Try to fire up the running game with Hyde. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. His way forward, and this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Let's go. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Burst by him near the 35. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection, good for a Packer first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Rashard Robinson with a pick. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about,
the punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about four-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
That bounced right back on it. Keeps diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you did.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. It's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 49er hands team does its job. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run it again with Hyde. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On the counter, this is Hyde. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.